Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the CIS Qualifiers playoff games. This is actually the first game of the playoffs. FlyToMoon versus Double Dimension in what is going to be a double elimination bracket between the four top teams that came out of the group stage. And of course, I'm ODPixel, joined by Fogged for this one. And here we go. So, what have we got so far? We've got the Chen band out, the Bounty band out, the Naga Siren band out.
I see a Beastmaster and a Lycan still in the pool. Good morning, by the way, everybody, or good afternoon. Now look at this. So, I like how double FlyToMoon bans out the Axe and the Skywrath. So they played, of course, earlier in all this, and FlyToMoon lost to Double Dimension. It was their only loss. And it was to the Axe Skywrath, so they definitely take that one out. Double Dimension, they go for their Sanking. They feel a lot of common combos like the Sanking Leshrac we've seen a couple of times. It doesn't win that often, actually. I've seen it lose a lot. But yeah, Beastmaster and Lycan are left in the pool, which always is going to change stuff up. So there's the first Lycan. I mean, that hero is absurd. It's the first pick every game now, I think. There is also a Night Stalker in the pool, so Beastmaster, Lycan, and I think probably the Lesh for Double Dimensions. They probably want a double stun combo. You want hard lockdown versus a Lycan.
Yeah, Sanking Lesh sounds like a pretty good way to start.
Yeah, it's good. It's good harassment in the lane. You shut him down, and then later on you can control him and the minions. They take their Wind Ranger. They love this hero. They run it in multiple positions as well. Of course, I mean most people do. Really strong hero right now. Works really good with Lycan too. The Howl bonus is actually really, really strong with Wind Ranger. So, you know, usually we've been seeing Lycans go for the, 203 or 302 build on the Lycan early game. I actually think you can go 212 when you have a Wind Ranger on your team. But you do want your max Feral Impulse. But the Howl is actually so good because of Wind Ranger's animation. So there's another hard lockdown.
DK! Every game still.
Yep.
Every game.
It's versus Lycan. So that's like where it's always going to make sense. You want to just hold that hero in place. And your splash damage is going to become a thing later on. So you can actually stand toe-to-toe. And you can test buildings. So you're able to push your own buildings while Lycan's pushing. It's a good pick. I like Lycan. I like Dragon Knight versus Lycan a lot. Just that matchup. As long as you don't get steamrolled.
Yeah.
You can take it to the late game. Because you become your Elder Dragon form. You know, you get level 18. The third level of it's really good. It'll be tanky as hell versus that Lycan later on. Alrighty.
Let's see. Let's see what they want to take out down the line. I mean, always got to ask yourself, is there a chance that we see a Bloodseeker because the Lycan's is there? But I guess not because there's a DK. Do you think it's unlikely that Double Dimension take a Bloodseeker?
I'm beeping.
You beep?
Every time I click, I beep.
Oh, it's...
Do you hear it?
What? No.
Oh, you don't hear it? Only I hear it, huh?
What do you mean?
It does goes beep beep every time I click. That's going to get really distracting.
I mean, it's because you must have something open.
I think I must have something.
Have you got like the voice stuff up? Have you got... I reckon it's Discord.
Is it?
Because you're probably muted and it thinks you're trying to talk or something.
It's not letting me drag or anything. It's just beeping every time I click.
Oh, is it actually broken?
I think it's actually messed up. Oh, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to have to drag in game now. Every time I click it beeps and lags.
It lags? Well, she's giving us... What did you say, Steve? Unplug the USB mouse and plug it back in. Oh. Let's see if that fits. Oh, here we go.
Technical difficulties. What were you saying? Oh, you said something. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was talking about Bloodseeker.
Oh, yeah, they could pick Bloodseeker. It'd still be an option. Because they could still do something like that Sanking Lesh that we were talking about and then go for Bloodseeker. It's interesting how they go for Dragon Knight too. And I mean, of course, it's really good versus Lycan, but this team absolutely loves Death Prophet, right? I think I've seen it play 3 times during the qualifiers.
I think that's... Yeah, Death Prophet's DKs. Every time.
Does this work?
Did it fix it?
Oh god, now the mouse doesn't work at all.
Did it fix it?
It played a guitar sound at me, and it fixed it.
It's fixed. There we go.
So they ban out Void, similar concept to just holding the Lycan in place, and it also works well with Sanking. Take out PL. PL one. I guess they like playing PL too. But the PL is a bit interesting to me for that ban. Because I feel like when you have Lycan, like PL, you can actually just run over the game. And I guess maybe they just don't want it to go late game. And PL is one of those heroes that, if you get late game with this type of draft, the Lycan's not going to be too happy.
Oh, well. Here we go. So, Clockwork to be the pick.
Cool. They could go for Clock Shadow Fiend.
They certainly could. Would be a decent matchup to sort of put against the DK.
Yeah, it crushes the DK.
Yeah. I like the SF, and it is one of Iceberg's favorites.
It is. I think that could be an option. It's just because they see the DK so early, so that's why I think. All right. This hero does not have a lot of success, right?
No,
that I'm not mistaken about.
It feels like we are seeing more and more teams trying to slip it in, despite the fact that it is a Wyvern and it hasn't really had the best of success.
I can't say I've seen it win across most of the regions.
Oh, and it's actually going to be a Pugna.
All right.
Which, I mean, is that going to be Iceberg's hero? Or do you think that's going to be on the side lane? And
I think that could be the dual lane, Windranger Pugna. I think they can still go for SF.
Yeah.
I actually really like SF for Wyvern. It's great.
Up against the Cold Embrace. You've now got the Pugna as well with the Decrepify and a few raises. Yeah. It's great.
You already got like your setup for raises from Wyvern. I mean, they're missing some lockdown though on their team.
Well, they got the Shackle.
They got Shackle and Clockwork to control people.
Let's have a look. There's double dimension. What do they need to take? Still looking towards their carry.
Wyvern versus Lycan always can be really good. You know, of course, the Curse versus the Book, but also Cold Embrace is excellent, and slowing down pushes can always be really nice with your Splinter Blast. I almost forgot what that spell was called. That's how little we see Wyvern.
As we say that, they've got a lot of magical burst. You know, they had that Pugna that was picked up pretty quickly in response.
Dude, Pugna Windranger as well. JJ?
Hello?
Are we muted this whole time?
I need you to be louder.
Ah, okay.
Is it me? You need me to be louder?
There we go. Fix.
Okay. You're talking against Owen. Owen is like.
I did.
Oh.
But is it
I'm waking up a little bit. You know, it's coming.
Put that mic closer to you.
Put it closer to my. Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, jeez.
Like, pull it.
Dude, I feel like I'm gonna break it. Okay.
No, it's quite.
It's very intrusive. Hello. All right, so we got Windranger Pugna too, right? We got the Decrep power shot, the damage,
the
laning phase. I mean, these two, we've theory crafted this when the first buff came to Windranger. It's a lot of damage. I might just gotten louder for everybody, just let you know. JJ did turn me up. He said I was too quiet for his liking, and his liking is what matters. So.
Oh, I don't know. What are they going to do? I mean...
They've got set up now.
Do they want someone to follow up with the Wyvern? I guess they've
got the Sand King follow-up.
That's a pretty good team fight.
Let me get an Enigma. The hero got buffed. We're still not seeing it. That'd be hype. It's probably not very good. Because versus Clockwork, who cancels through BKB anyway.
Oh, yeah, you got the hook shot still. Yeah, I don't think we're seeing it.
Do it! Okay, they just go for Slark. Okay. Slark versus Lycan. True classic. You also have the pounce to hold the Lycan kind of in place, so they've got three good ways to hold the Lycan. Wyvern curses too, but it's longer duration ulti, or longer cooldown ulti, of course.
Yeah, I mean, and as you said as well, there isn't the perfect lockdown from FlyToMoon.
Yeah.
So
this is
that's pretty
good Slark pick. They still got like Pugna and Windranger to do the damage if he's inside the Shadow Dance, but that's it.
I mean, but Bloodseeker's still there.
I think they should probably ban the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, because Bloodseeker would be really nice, and that's another hero that really can work well against a Wyvern. And
can work super well when you have Windranger Pugna. These two heroes are going to be harassing nonstop in the laning phase.
Yeah, Blood Rage Pugna pushing down your towers. That sounds pretty good.
It sounds.
So they got about you pick
for FlyToMoon. Yeah, FlyToMoon.
Yeah,
they have to. They still forced to ban the SF. This is what we're talking about, right?
I think this is what FlyToMoon wanted.
I think they set this up. So now
ban the SF.
Now
so
they can
pick
go
the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, I think so. This is a clever draft. This is very clever. The Clockwork third pick was excellent.
I mean, watch them not do that. But if they do that, I like that because it really was set up to the Iceberg's going to play SF, but they're like, nah.
I mean, I saw the SF. When I saw that Clockwork, I was like, oh, they want this Shadow King for sure versus because they saw the DK matchup already. But now, Bloodseeker looks amazing. Bloodseeker looks super good.
Bloodseeker.
They do still lack a little bit of lockdown, but I mean, it'll shut down the Slark completely. And then they have the pressure.
You got it.
I mean, they can lane it. The lane's fine. They just put it mid. Yeah, and then they just have the Lycan Clockwork bottom, or they can just do Clockwork Pugna top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sounds great.
It sounds really good.
I'd be very surprised if they don't take it.
Or screw it.
Look at the recent
and get an Iceberg Invoker. Let's go. Another way to work against the Wyvern.
They just don't have the lock. It's like this weird form of lockdown that they have still with it. I mean, they definitely were looking at. I think the SF was the number one, of course, with that Clockwork because they played it so much.
No, I think we're on. I think
we're on it.
I think they wanted the SF to be banned, so the Bloodseeker was left in.
But they love.
Like, you guys are playing Slark and you've left Bloodseeker in the pool. We're just gonna pick Bloodseeker.
But they love
I know they do like
Shadow Fiend. He
sure,
loves
but it's
Shadow
very
Fiend.
hit and miss. Like, he's very good, Iceberg, with it. But I've seen a fair few games where he has an amazing match, and then it just.
I guess. I mean, it
Falls in a
fits.
bit.
It would fit so well with this draft, though. He gives him that balance.
But I think the Bloodseeker fits in. Even
Yeah,
better.
Bloodseeker fits really
I
good,
think
too.
Bloodseeker's the better out of the two.
They're gonna pick.
And they're taking a long time.
They're
with
gonna
it.
pick something else completely. They're gonna pick
I
some
mean,
like
you would have thought they would have picked it.
Storm Spirit or something. Just be like, what?
Well, Iceberg Storm. I mean, it could be Iceberg on the Pokemon. So we could see Iceberg win race. They've got a few ways around they could do it.
It's true. We actually did not say that.
Right.
You know, the winner
There
could
is
still
that,
go
that
mid.
sort of-
Sure.
but
I
would
like it
to
better
see
as-
take someone else.
I like it better as the 4, but Amber.
Okay.
Well, he did have
Now-
a excellent Ember Spirit yesterday that he carried on.
Okay, it isn't that Bloodseeker, but all right.
He can bully the DK too. I mean, once you get the couple levels, like level 5 is when you can start actually pushing the DK.
And
But
I'm-
until
I
then,
don't- I
it's
don't know.
even matchup.
I'm a little because now that he took so long to take that pick, I think they weren't thinking about Bloodseeker at all, I guess, and they really wanted the SF, and then that
They
SF
wanted
ban
magic.
was like, oh shoot, they banned out our SF. What do we do?
Yeah, it seems like they wanted more team fight and
Yeah.
magic damage. Because now Ember versus, I mean, it's the same kind of concept versus Wyvern still, right? The Ember versus Wyvern, Shadow Fiend versus Wyvern. You have so much damage to go through. And Ember versus Slark. You have triple Remnant. Like Slark, if you don't have BKB, Ember can be a very good matchup. Okay. So they already have Tower Push with Lycan. They get some more team fight and control with Ember Spirit. Ember is a very hard to catch hero if you're Bat Rider. Like Bat's also a hero for me that's a little bit of a question mark too. When you last pick a Bat, it's like, is that really how you want to play this game? Do you last pick your Bat Rider? I guess they already have Slark and Dragonite, but... Oh, okay.
What we got?
Cheshire Cat's the offlaner, right? And King R is the support, so it's support Bat
I
Rider.
believe so.
So they just switched that at the last second there. Because King R is absolutely their support because he plays the
Okay.
Wind Ranger and stuff.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I mean, unless we see them sort of change up the roles they're playing.
I think he's
But-
going to play support Bat.
Yeah.
I think they're prioritizing getting the Sand King Blink so they can combo and so they can defend their towers over Bat Rider Blink. Because Bat with Blink is excellent, but the thing is you're Bat anyway. Like right now, Bat's just not that good as a hero. Oh, all right. He's got full starting items anyway. He's a 4, so.
But I mean, so does the SK.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
4 position, so you don't really buy wards
sure.
and stuff anyway.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 1 of the best of 3. in these playoffs.
I wonder if the Slark Wyvern is going to be able to handle the pressure. I don't think they will. Like, Pugno Wind Ranger, that sounds like they're going to demolish this bottom lane, right? These two, this is like one of the strongest duel lanes.
Yeah, what does the Wyvern do against that sort of magical burst and pressure? It's.
I mean, maybe they'll throw the Clockwork bottom. It looks like No Fear is going to head down there, but Pugno with Orb of Venom, like, they should, in theory, do way too much versus Wyvern Slark. Because Wyvern, look, the cooldown is 50 seconds on Arctic Burn. It's not the greatest harassment tool. You don't really... The Cold Embrace early on, sure, you can heal to counteract some of the damage, but then you have Cold Embrace early. You want to get Splinter Blast. Yeah, I think bottom lane's going to be the one that we're looking out for to just get shut down really hard. Kuman, we'll see how he can do and how he can recover. Oh. All right. Interesting. They're switching the lanes. They like in bottom.
Okay.
So they want to... What?
Because what they think this is going to be an easy lane for Lions of Farmer?
I don't know.
Because wouldn't it? It seems like they've outlaned themselves there with that.
I
switch.
think so,
It would
too.
have been better the other way around, surely.
I felt so as well. I think maybe they thought there was a dodge coming out. Or
they
maybe
get it again.
they really want Silent to get farm, and they're like, oh, versus Sand King Bat, he's not going to get farm? Because they scouted the lane.
Yeah.
Now they're switching it up again. They're at least moving the Wind Ranger bottom and the clock toward top, but I mean Kuman now Kuman's gonna get farm. Now he's not gonna get shut down at all down bottom. Intriguing.
Pikachu DK versus Iceberg.
Look at Iceberg away. He knows there's a Wyvern on the enemy team. Look where his courier is sitting. He's just keeping it near the tower, just making sure. Because when you're versus Wyvern, that's the biggest fear of the hero. Just like, he's gonna snipe my damn courier.
I mean, at the moment, the Dimension at least aren't sending anyone over that way. It always pays to be careful in that regard. And top lane. We'll see how much Nongrada's going to be able to get out of this. As
I still
be
feel.
fine up here.
Yeah, Pugna should be fine. Sanking's gonna get some farm too, but not as much as Pugna. I still feel weird about the lane setup.
No, it's very different. Not sort of the standard stuff we're used to seeing, especially with these picks, with the Wyvern coming in and
Support
Oliver.
bat, right? Like,
Yeah, the King R support bat. See how well it plays out for him, and how well he can sort of protect Kuman on this bottom lane and make sure the Slark gets a decent amount of farm.
I want to see how well Iceberg can do in the mid lane. He missed a couple last hits.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's always going to be hard against this DK. Pikachu with that slightly to the moment as expected, considering the nature of the heroes.
Cheshire Cat is not doing well up top. Only three last hits in a cog. But he's getting bullied away from by this Pugna. The Winter Wyvern is not helping top. So I mean, wherever the Pugna is gonna go is a big lane win.
I mean, I think it feels like, as we were saying, what is this Wyvern going to be able to do up here? It's hard for Vanskor.
It's just some harassment, right?
Bit of Arctic burn, and then bam, he's out for 20-30 seconds or whatnot.
Yep.
That's all he's going to be able to offer, and it's going to get harder for him once the levels start racking up on the Pugna.
I feel like I think Silent's still gonna have trouble. I think they were trying to avoid like the Bat Rider being risen because now he gets pounced and then he had just had 5 sticky stacks under pounce. He had to TP to his tower. But it's a bit scary for the Lycan. He's still getting some last hits, but Slark is farming. Cool man. So that looked like a bit of a mixed click down bottom. He just ran right past them and ate like 7 right clicks without doing anything.
Did you want that?
Mid lane Iceberg is he is continuing to keep up with Pikachu.
Yeah.
It's,
This is a
for one
pretty
or two
even
for two.
matchup until you get like when Ember gets level 5 and 6, he can start to pressure a tiny bit onto DK. You can lower him for rotation, but I mean DK shouldn't die in this matchup. Neither should the Ember, of course. So still, FlyToMoon all 3 lanes farming incredibly well.
Structures are fortified.
It's top lane. She can't getting pretty low. He's got the salve out. But definitely that pressure is going to amp up once FlyToMoon see the chance to push the wave into the tower.
I think that's the 4th cog or something that he's been hit by. Completely out of mana. Has 10 stick charges, but
Very hard for him to make any sort of aggressive play onto Nongrada.
they're just look at Nongrada. He's just forcing the creep wave under the tower. He actually got a couple denies there too. 8 denies on the Pugna already. So they're gonna have a very nice level advantage up top for this Pugna.
Mangoes, so you can keep going on to Cheshire Cat. Cheshire Cat does still have a mango available, as well as the 200. Nongrada toying around with the blast. And keep Cheshire Cat on his toes. The ping's coming out from Cheshire Cat once Vanskor back by his side, but still very hard for the two of them to make something happen.
They're trying to make the nighttime rotation on mid lane. Yeah, we see no fear.
Ooh, top. I say that. They do manage to get in. He's got the Decrepify. Gets himself out of range of the Splinter Blast. And just a little too slippery. As Nongrada will be able to salve himself back up to full.
388 movement speed. The dream. No fear is making the moves around the map. Bottom. Jackal hits King R. We'll be okay. So we got bounty runes coming out with these rotations as well.
Let's see, it looks like it's just going to be 2 for 2. No fear should be able to secure the 2 down bottom. And already double dimension in position up top to make sure they grab those 2 bounty runes.
Yep.
And yeah, bottom. Farm pretty much even. Between Kuman and Silent as it continues. Both receiving sort of even pressure from one another's supports, whether it be the Wind Ranger or the Bat Rider. Bring them down a little bit.
Yep. So lane decision is, I mean, it's working out anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's over. You've got pretty much 2 even lanes, and then there's one top
Oh,
lane.
Van score.
FlyToMoon have the advantage.
Oh, they just walk right past each other. They're prioritizing mid. They want Pikachu.
Oh,
The
but
Shackle
they-
does not hit, but that one does.
Yeah, and that should do it. They got the shackle shot. No, if it's allowed to close on. A little unlucky with the Syrian change there, I suppose, getting the 2 neutrals behind him rather than the hero in front. But they get themselves first play now, and he did that pretty late one as well. Coming
Yeah.
in 6 minutes in.
And that's the move that we usually see in the nighttime rotation toward mid. But this is what I was talking about the Ember versus Dragonite. It's once you get level 5 on Ember, you know your Flame Guard, you can't bring it off. The damage starts to add up. He wasn't even level 6. He didn't even have the Fire Remnants there, so they could look for go for another kill when the TP comes out toward mid lane because they still do have the majority of that damage.
Iceberg. Gets stunned up. There's also
Pikachu's
around, but Iceberg should be fine. He is level 6 now. No fear, actually, the one to run at the two of them as well.
Radiant's top tower is under
So they
attack.
keep their distance as Iceberg will TP back to base, ramming himself back in with full health.
Oh, he was trying to bottle No Fear too, but No Fear doesn't even need the man anyway. Right, this Pugna, I mean,
He's
Nangrata.
having a dream of a time at the top.
This guy tends to be. I mean, Iceberg, sure. Everyone knows Iceberg is the guy to watch. He's a flashy guy, but Nangrata is. This guy is like. I don't see him have very bad games. He's extremely consistent. He's almost level 7 already compared to the level about to be level 5 Sand King. That is a pretty massive disparity. Full Soul Ring now coming up for this Pugna.
Lane, make the run in again onto Pikachu. For the trap to the Cogs. TP rotation comes in from Vanscore. Corner braces down to Pikachu and will be enough to keep him alive. Cheshire Cat also TPing in, but No Fear will be able to walk away. Not quite enough damage from Vanscore's Arctic Burn to finish it off. And in fact, Iceberg, he's thinking about playing around with this. Has to be careful though, because Pikachu has the Elder Dragon form.
Oh, he walks back in and instantly kills the sentry that was just placed.
Man. The opener onto Silent.
Oh,
Shackle Shot will
man.
come out. He's taking a lot of damage. In fact, he's not even hit 6. He's got to be careful. They're going to be running him down. He's trying to hide in the trees. The chase is there. From Always Want to Fly. Lycan has had to TP out because of the Firefly. No Fear. Comes across the Cog. A little awkward, but it looks like it will be enough to save Always Want to Fly.
Oh,
The battery
No
shot
Fear.
holds back King Arm.
That was sick. That cog play just saved Always Wanna Fly. And that was good TP as well by Silent just to get out. They don't get the kill on the Slark, but they don't lose anybody.
Yeah, the
2K.
Slark getting very low there as he jumps in and Always Want to Fly, able to find that Shackle Shot around the Dark Pact usage.
Definitely has to be careful with his pounces.
Yeah.
He's not 6.
A lot of burst on FlyToMoon's lineup.
And now, I mean, now this Slark has been quite heavily shut down. Silent is having a much better time. Silent almost level 6 now. Dominator is going to be coming out as well, so that rotation we know and love so much. Level 6 plus Dominator. You can pretty much make moves on any lane. He might just be able to collapse on mid and take the Dragon Knight's tower. That would be huge if they just take DK's tower early on. Opens up the map a lot for this Pugna and this Ember Spirit to just keep bullying. And I mean, Pugna's going to take top tower probably at the same time as they take mid tower too, if Silent finds the right creep for the rotation. No Fear is just zoning it, the Dragon Knight off the tower. The Bat Rider's starting to chase down though.
He's not got his 6 yet. So, no lasso.
Battery Saw.
King Arm's not going to be able to close that gap.
Especially with Iceberg so close.
On lane as well. Kuman try and commit there with the Shadow Dance, but he's going to lose his life. Silent has the shapeshift and has the
Solo
damage
kill?
on bottom. They're going to be able to find another. Bam! Vanscore run down as well by the big bad wolf as FlyToMoon pick up another 2 kills and now lead 3-0, 3k, 4k advantage in fact as we get close to the 10-minute mark.
Uh-oh. And I'm already pretty scared for them, to be honest with you. When they've got a Wyvern, they're versus Lycan Pugna.
The
You don't want this
snowball
lineup to snowball.
Yeah, the push that FlyToMoon are going to be able to get together. I mean, already, if they want to group up and go down a lane, it's going to be very hard for Double Dimension to stop. They do have the pretty much the Splinter Blast for wave clear such, but it's just a level 4 Wyvern. It's just level 2 at the moment.
He's their only D push, really. I mean, Breathe Fire, sure, if he steps up a bit far, but I mean, Silent getting handed a free kill down bottom is pretty bad. For Double Dimension.
Fair. Forest strike, but look, Nangrata. He's heading over. No Fear, very low, but he's got the cogs. He knows that he's safe with Nangrata in the neighborhood.
He's baiting. He had 8 stick charges. He wanted them to keep going for Nangrata to get in there.
Radiant's
Now
bottom
5K
tower is under
lead.
attack.
Pugna's already got Aether Lens on top of the Soul Ring. Ruh-roh. I mean, this Sanking got Cheshire
Was not
Cat got owned in the top lane by this Pugna, to be honest.
And
with you.
it's interesting because we sort of wondered, you know, why FlyToMoon sort of went for the certain lane
Radiant's
matchups.
bottom
But
tower is
they
under
knew.
attack.
They definitely did.
found this perfect way to play the opener. They have 3 cores coming out fantastically out of the landing stage. See top, Cheshire Cat going in with the epicenter onto Nangrata.
Got
Will
him.
be able to get it.
Just when we mentioned it, there's the Caster's Curse,
There
right?
we go. Cheshire Cat getting themselves the first kill, Double Dimension.
To look at that goal, 500, but dude, it's a 5k
It's still
deficit already.
such a difference. Just because of how much farm these cores have got.
I mean, Silent just took the bottom tower. He's absolute free farm, top net worth, and they put him in the off lane. This was an off lane dual lane Lycan. They couldn't pressure him at all. I mean, this I'm gonna harp on it a bit this game, but man, Wyvern just doesn't feel like it does a whole lot in the game.
It really doesn't. It's so hard for.
Look at this.
To have that
This is a tier 2.
and what can they do to stop it?
Look, Wyvern's just watching. Kuman shackled.
He'll
be okay.
He's got the shadow dance if he wants to.
They bring Pikachu.
Rotation. Yeah, they are going to look towards Silent. Silent. They can push down a little bit. Looks like they'll turn towards the easier target. Like I say, that always want to fly does still have the win run. Van score very, very low. Will Cold embrace himself. He can't even kill. Always want to fly. He's able to run himself away. And now the hook shot. No fears in. So is Iceberg with the rotation straight in on top of Van score. That's going to be Van score gone. Pikachu as well. FlyToMoon. Making the moves, taking the towers, and making it seemingly impossible.
Are they threatening high
to get
ground?
back in? They've got the lineup to do so. They've drafted perfectly for this timing.
It's nighttime as well. They've got the book available. Book 1 at least.
12 minutes in. FlyToMoon.
No mercy. They've got Sand King Blink on Cheshire Cat, but his epicenter is down for 25 seconds. Let's watch Vanscourt. Can he get a good curse as well? They could get some pretty good setup here. Looking for the opportunity.
Here we go. They are grouped up. Vanscourt. Curse is going to affect
The D crap.
But indeed, it means no damage being done at the moment. Now the jumping will be made by Cheshire Cat with the Burrow Strike for Silent. He gets the chance to get the Onima out. They'll back off. Kuman is there with the pounds. Can they keep Silent alive again? The decrep onto Silent, meaning that Kuman cannot continue to punch into him as Silent will get out. They'll leave No Fear be. No Fear will, if anything, be the only one to go down. And in fact, the Sand King, he's dying here. Cheshire Cat nearly falls. Cold Embrace is not even going to save him. The blast comes out, and Ongrada's been able to take him down. There's FlyToMoon. They did lose the Clockwork and, of course, Ember Spirit as well going down at the start of it all. But that 12 minutes in, they got the tier 3 tower.
Damn, dude, that Pugna versus Wyvern. What a hard counter that really is. If you're sitting in the back.
It's mid. Iceberg going
Iceberg,
in.
no mercy.
Wait out the dark packs. Perfect play.
And all chat concept coming out. Oh boy.
This is pretty insane. 7 for 3. 7 get 8k lead. 13 minutes in. I mean, a lot of people have FlyToMoon sort of tipped as the favourites in this region, and we're certainly seeing why in games like this. They bring their own sort of style. As we saw the other day, and if you didn't, you should go and see this team dominated with mid Pudge being played by Iceberg.
And look at this, no fears in. They're not slowing down. They've got deep wards down. Vanscourt, you're very dead. And they've got a base ward now too. Always want to fly. Just ran all the way through during this. Put a ward on the high ground. They're looking to just take every tower and end this game already. They don't want the Slugs to have any room to catch up.
Wyvern is just
Wyvern bats. It feels extremely weak.
It does.
I think they drafted themselves into a corner versus like Lycan and Pugna. They're gonna lose everything here. They need this game to go later on, and even then, there's an Ember Spirit.
And it always feels weird because why would you ever take Wyvern if Warlock's in the pool? Isn't Warlock just a better Wyvern? He's got a better team fight, better sort of AoE damage with the Fatal Bonds. He's arguably got a stronger heal.
I think it's like they saw the Lycan and it's like this. Your mentality gets shifted. You're like, oh my god, we need something to handle the Lycan a little bit better.
Ticks the boxes.
So the Wyvern curse, it ticks the boxes, but then it's a Wyvern. You're still playing with this hero that is extremely weak right now in the meta.
Oh, do you see Kuman? He's able to pounce his way down.
Did you lose game sound?
I've never had game sound.
Oh, I had game sound. I lost game sound. It made me sad.
Check the little thing on the wire. Yeah.
I'll figure it out later.
Oh yeah, just give a wiggle. Give a wiggle.
Which one thing going on?
On your wire, there's a little volume control.
Oh, maybe I sat on
The
it.
controls game sound and
Did I
talk
sit on
back.
it?
Yeah, I bet if you do that.
It was right when they did the all chat, so I think maybe JJ muted me.
No, he got. Did that do
You can't
anything?
mute me. No, I didn't do anything.
Didn't do anything.
I mean, look at FlyToMoon. This is how you make sure you don't.
Yeah.
Important for people who are watching. You have a 10k lead. You just pushed high ground this early in the game. Look how they're playing. They're not separating. They're not giving the chance for double dimension. Get any pick hops.
He's trying to find a setup for the hook shot. Won't quite get it there.
Look at the wolves just sitting on top of Kuman.
Yeah, they're trying to get the vision of that hook. I mean, there's a Winter's Curse.
Okay.
They do have an epicenter, and in they go. They'll get the 2-man Burrow Strike, and that will mean the death of Iceberg. They take down 1, they take down 2.
Look at the backside though.
Silent.
The Pugna, the Lycan.
Run down 1, they're taking the DK, they're taking down the Wyvern, and Kuman also potentially in trouble. He's got the Shadow Dance, but the blast bringing him incredibly low. Jump up to the high ground. King R will go for the TP out. He'll make it, so will. Oh, he won't! Get out!
What just
happened? Blast there in time.
And the instant Dagon purchase by Nangrata. No cares.
I mean, that was pretty much the dream situation for Double Dimension at the start. They get this Winter's Curse into a 2-man power up. They kill off the big core. They get Iceberg.
But the Lycan and the Pugna are the problem. Like, they had to commit so much to kill these other two that Silence is running rampant in the fights. Nangrada's sitting in the backsides too. And this guy's got a Dagon too already on this Pugna. People are gonna die a lot. Yeah, but that was like the best opportunity they could get with, you know, FlyToMoon not really giving them much when they're all grouped together. So speak grouped together, Roche is still available for them to take. And now they know Winter's Curse is down, Epi's down, Dragon Form is down, free Roshan for FlyToMoon.
Very, very few ways that Double Dimension can get anywhere close to the pit. As they will have to let this one go the way of FlyToMoon.
I mean, it's 17 minutes, there's still no Shadow Blade on Slark. They've got now Blink on Batrider too with that sinking, but you just feel how far behind they really are in this game. Dragon Knight also not having Shadow Blade finished either. And by the time these Shadow Blades come out, let's take a look at our Lycan.
What's he got in his?
Oh, wait, look at the courier delivery.
Is that level 3?
It's a book 3.
It's a book 3.
And they're just getting, they don't even have their Shadow Blades finished.
Well, you know, they can't true sight your invis if you don't have any invis.
There you go.
That's the plan here from Double Dimension. But indeed, definitely a rough state of affairs at the moment for Double Dimension. As this game, of course, this match out of the playoffs, this was the teams at the top of the bracket, top of the groups against the position 4 of the group. So it is expected. You know, this is the benefit for FlyToMoon. This is the reward they get for getting the position 1. They have the easier matchup in the first round of the playoffs. And top lane Silent. He's chasing down Kuman. Kuman does have the Shadow Dance, and he'll pop it just in time.
But
Just leave it to the last moment. But indeed, the chase,
whoa,
he got the slight.
That was a very long duration remnant. They fight Bench.
They
Oh,
just looking for him.
the curse?
Right, that's how the Aegis out of ice.
He used Howl. He used Howl to buff the minions. I think he actually was trying to help him with HP bonus, but I think that hurt more
Did
than
more
anything.
damage.
Either way, he's dead. He's got Aegis at least.
Yeah, Kuman did survive. He does get himself back to base.
They lose always want to fly. So there was slight gains. I can't believe Kuman lived. Iceberg had the extra
He did
remnant
just
down.
off the mark on the remnant.
Well, he had his second one down, so I think he thought his remnant would be faster, but it jumped, of course, to the first one and then jumped all the way left. Alright, Nangrada, silent.
Yeah, see Nangrada can help him out.
Oh, the damage.
That's going to be bad just to zap down.
Look, dude, this is a 2 versus 3 right now.
They just can't kill these two heroes. They're
On
literally
top of the
running
shrine.
away. There's the slow. Jump in from Cheshire Cat. Does manage to get the Burrow Strike onto the Silent Lycan, but here's the back as well for Silent. No fears in. Kuman jumping forward for the magical burst. As Iceberg comes in with the remnants. Kuman now just has to get out of there as they've lost 2. They've lost 3 on Double Dimension. Kuman as well. He's not getting out of there. Decrepify into the blast. FlyToMoon take another easy team fight as they are just too far ahead at this moment.
Yep.
They've hit their perfect timings. They draft. I mean, they just the draft, the laning, everything has been perfect with FlyToMoon this game. It's just incredibly coordinated. And you know, as Shiva was saying the other day in an interview, Iceberg said he wants to be at least he wants to achieve to be the second best team in CIS. They're looking like it.
Yeah, I mean, this
team looks great.
very clear game plan they had going on. They've executed perfectly. A few mistakes. 6-17, 4K lead, 14K lead. It's 20 minutes. They're about to get a Rax. Iceberg dies. Gets cursed up. We'll go down. But Silent just runs rampant in the base.
He's massive at this point.
And his ship is out. They still have Nangrada in the back line, though.
Oh, look at the burst!
Oh my god. There's
The
the
deep
deep
crit, the power shot, and the blast.
Dragon.
Bite! He's got.
I love the Dagon build it. They're just snowballing so hard. Everybody's so squishy.
There's no defensive arms. No sort of BKB in sight
Yeah.
for any of the cores at the moment.
So that's the Rex. So bounty runes now. Look at that. Iceberg instantly circles them as soon as I mention it. Got to keep that economy up.
It just when you have control of the map like this and you get all 4 bounty runes, it's just extra salt in the wounds for the losing team. It just enables you to keep such a large advantage.
Yeah, look at that. 81. 400 gold per bounty right now. They get all 4. Nice 1600 gold.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
18k gold lead. Dagon 3, now almost Dagon 4 picked up for Nangrata. Silent building toward that AC. Just got a Lincoln's finished on Iceberg. I mean, such luxury items. Okay, so Kuman has Shadowblade as well as Dragon Knight now. I think they just have to look for pickoffs. Anytime this Ember Spirit's showing like this, they have to set up for him. They've got Lasso. Can they get him?
But do manage to get the jump and lift up control.
Good.
They will find Iceberg.
Okay, so yeah, they need that to happen a lot more. They need to keep doing that and just looking any time that FlyToMoon splits up. But that's also where FlyToMoon, they shouldn't be splitting up so much. You're versus a Bat Rider, you're versus Sand King, Blink Daggers, and you know these Shadow Blades are available now. This is where you just stay grouped. Don't allow them to get those pickoffs.
As they are heading towards the mid lane, ready to go again by the looks of it, FlyToMoon.
Yep, now they're grouped. Understand 2 groups for
Oh. There, going in straight away. They get the Decrepify onto Sand King.
The
They're
curse?
chasing him down. Indeed, the curse. It catches 3 of them. In fact, that's going to be the end of Nangrata at least. Silent will be able to chase down Cheshire Cat. He's ready to chase down more. So again, these situations where they get 1 kill, but they themselves just have to end up just retreating from this fight. Vanscore just able to keep himself alive, but Pikachu getting chased down by Always Want to Fly.
Silent
Iceberg is back in the fight as they found 2. They have indeed lost 2. Iceberg
Doesn't
get
have
a
a slide
catch.
up.
Cannot. As King will get out. So, okay, not too bad for double
I
damage.
think that's the best fight that they've had.
That certainly looks to be it.
Not everybody was alive just yet. They got the curse on the Pugna right at the start of the fight with everybody surrounding him. Pugna dies, that's a lot of their damage. Allows Silent to run around for quite a while, but then Shapeshift ends. Kuman shows up to the fight with the Haste Rune, gets on top of Lycan. They get something out of that, that's pretty good. They need that to happen a lot more though. They gotta keep catching. They have to also keep catching these fights in these type of positions. Ideally, they want it to be on a tower or something so they can maybe get something else out of it, but they don't want to be fighting in their base because they know they'll just lose too much out of it. So taking those fights outside is perfect. How is this Lincoln's coming out for Iceberg? That's going to be the big next item choices for them is as many Lincolns or Aether Lens as possible just so they can survive the initial, either the grab from the Bat Rider or the Winter Scourge. So Nangrata queues up an Aeon Disc, and yeah, Iceberg going for that Lincolns, of course. Very good choices.
Let's see where they head next. Just continue to maintain control of the whole map. Down bottom, Kuman, Shadowblade.
Do you think we'll see another Lycan after this game? I think this hero's going to get banned again.
I mean, to be fair, in every game I feel like that we have casted here, it has always been banned. So I'm surprised it was let through.
Same.
And as you said, I'm sure FlyToMoon just make an excellent case that the double dimension are not going to be ignoring.
Hook shot hits their own creeps. They're protecting that Nether Ward. Vanscore gets the curse off, but he will die. But will fly. Always Want to Fly. Oh! They tried to kill the Nether Ward, but that talent plus 3 Nether Ward health on Nangrata gets the decrep off, and then they re-engage the fight off of that.
Is the buyback on the Wyvern?
No curse available. Slow and steady siege. Not really that slow though. Nether Ward is down. Like a Shackle Pikachu. He is very dead.
They've got one pin. The epicenter, Cheshire Cat, has managed to get a good connection with Burrow Strikes, but it's not enough. As they have lost the DK, that will be the rundown onto Cheshire Cat as the Sand King cannot escape either. Buyback from King R, but 2 dead on double dimension without buyback available. Silent and the boys pushing on for that second set of racks up top. As with just 3 alive.
Oh my god, goodbye, man.
Straight up with the first. Vanscore's gone. GG is called.
Oh boy.
25 minutes into this. Game 1 of best of 3. FlyToMoon.
This Pugna Lycan duo decimated the game. I feel like Iceberg could have played several different heroes in this one. The Ember Spirit definitely fit probably best, so they could go for those kills on the Dragon Knight and allow him to have that snowball later. Very good versus Bat and Sand King too. Of course, the Searing Chains, very good versus those heroes, and that magic damage to go through Wyvern. But this felt like a pretty hard out draft.
Yeah. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So that was game 1. We will cut to a short break, and then we will be back with game 2 of this best of 3 to see if Double Dimension can step it up or if FlyToMoon are going to be able to take the easy 2-0. We'll see you very shortly.